Good morning. This first part of the vlog is dedicated to Rich, who asked, for some reason, I just can't make great French press coffee. You should make a video of the steps and amount and time and maybe how you roast your own beans. Okay. The first thing I do when I'm making coffee is clear away the wreckage. Yeah, that's your candy. Of the kitchen, so I can give myself some space. Here's our French press. Here's our grinder. Here's our coffee bin. Coffee. Almost empty, so we got a roast today. Dove and Eden gave us this coffee from Seattle. It's called Storyville, and this has kind of a fun story. Story. For Ben and I. About 9 years ago, when we still lived in Seattle, this was the first really good coffee we had ever had. And we've never looked back since. It's in this vacuum squeezed bag. Oh yeah, it smells so good. You wanna smell it? There you go. So then we grind it. Takes probably about a full minute. No, probably about a minute and a half to grind, I think. Yeah. Okay, now when it's all grinded, we put it into our French press.
Why?
Get it all in there.
Oh. Look at all this.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Kimmy.
Just leave it.
Listen, if you put it in like this,
I do that.
then no ground will ever come out. Oh, look at all these grounds down here.
Okay. This handy dandy contraption is our hot water spout. So we fill this with hot water, almost to the top. Just enough room where the lid can still fit on. Half Asian in this household, so we always have chopsticks, and that's what I always start with.
Yep.
Set the timer for 4 minutes. Ben and I's favorite mugs, which are these kind, right here. And I usually get one for Dove too. She likes coffee.
Yeah, I like coffee too.
You like coffee too? When it's cold outside, we fill our cups with hot water and let them sit for the couple minutes that the coffee is getting ready. Then I get out the heavy whipping cream for me and the half and half for Dove and Ben. I forgot to show you how much to put in one French press. It's a half of a cup. You probably were confused because I was using a fourth of a cup, so I used 2 of these.
Mama,
That's called math.
Okay, when there's about a minute left, I dump all the hot water out, and these mugs are nice and hot now. I fill mine with the heavy whipping cream, and then I fill up Ben's and Dove's with the half and half. 3, 2, 1. Okay, yes, I will let you push it. Just hold on. Okay, I gotta film it. All right, sometimes I let Rainier push down my coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then we bring it, Ben and I always sit here. And we bring our mugs over. Oh yeah. You want to have this face when you drink your coffee. If you don't, then you might be doing something wrong.
Okay, we're gonna get to part 2 here pretty soon, but we are pretty much in a state of Bellevue emergency here. Look at this. Right now, it is 1 degree in Bellevue.
Larry, you don't want to go out there. You really don't.
And if you can see, it's actually like dropping by noon to -2. So everything is closed today, like schools. Oh, guess what? You want to hear some bad news?
Not really.
Your Enneagram class is canceled tonight.
Oh, man. Mother.
That means we need to get all the fires going here. But check this out. Okay, so in Bellevue, it's like a historical district, so they don't let us like change our windows. It's like kind of, I feel like it's evil empire government stuff. But look, can you see that? This is ice inside of our house. That's how cold it is right now. Look, you can still see some coals in there from last night. That's a good sign.
Part 2 is how we drink our coffee. Ben and I sit here most mornings around 9:30 a.m. Just sip our coffee like so. Sometimes I have a kid climbing on me, like I do now. I journal and we write out the Bible. I'll show you. This is my stuff. Okay.
Cammy's handwriting is like a font.
Yep.
And this is my yogurt.
What else was I gonna say? Oh, when our coffee gets cold, because usually it does, like the last like 4 sips, and we have like a little bit more that Ben and I usually split up here. We have these warmers. Can you get that warmer out, Dove?
Where is it?
My warmer underneath there.
Yours?
Yeah, it's fine. Ben has his, but this one's mine.
That's real good.
Where you just put these little, basically this is a tea warmer, but so you put these little tea candles in there, and it actually works pretty good. Just like set it on top there.
Later on, if you stay tuned, we'll show you part 3, which is how to get beans that are the right way.
This coffee is really good. Our coffee is really good too, but this coffee is really good.
All right, so I just got an email from my Uncle Tony that says we have been officially asked to cook again at Lakeside August 11th through 17th. So the question is your family on board to do it again?
Dove, are you hearing this?
Oh, she's listening to headphones.
Dove! 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 Dove, you're gonna wanna hear this. What?
Too late, I already gave the announcement.
Someone, probably Uncle Tony, officially invited us if we wanted to cook at Lakeside this summer, August 11th.
Oh my gosh.
So what's your answer?
Yes.
Look, I caught it on camera again. Eden smiled. Woo! So for those of you guys that don't know, Lakeside is the camp that Cammie and I met at and that we grew up going to. And this is the magical place that our kids love that motivate us to like do the Appalachian Trail that we went to last year. So we just got invited back to cook again. I think we're gonna do it in August.
And Hannah brought these bubbles over, and she said it's so cold out, so they'll freeze.
All right, let's go.
Hey.
Okay, so first you gotta catch one.
Can I
And
try?
you can climb. Oh! Did you see that? You missed it. It got really. So look, you can see how it turned solid. That's pieces of bubble.
Oh, it's so cold.
See? All those little it looks like there's sand in it. That's it freezing. Hang on, Rainier.
That's it?
Yeah, that's
Alright,
frozen
we're going back
bubble.
inside. Okay, it is time to introduce you guys to part 3 of the coffee vlog today. which is the roasting of the beans. You wanna pull those out? So we get our beans in these 50-pound bags. And there's like 2 reasons why we roast our own. One is cost. So the beans that we like cost about $16 a pound. Those are like from a local roastery. But when we buy them like this, they're green beans. I'm gonna have to open this up. We're almost out of them here actually. We pay about $5 or $6 a pound for them. So it's a fraction, like a third of the cost. The second reason why we roast our own is because we're able to roast them the way that we like them. This is like the #1 thing that I think makes good coffee or not. Good coffee is not burnt. So I'll show you guys these beans today were so good. I wish I could roast this good, I just can't. But like, if you smell it, it smells like coffee. It doesn't smell like burnt stuff. And then like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's like light brown and slightly oily. It's not like burnt black, and it doesn't smell burnt. And I've been told that the reason why big coffee companies burn beans is because it increases their shelf life and they don't go bad. Small batch, fresher coffee, it just like tastes better. It tastes more like coffee. So this coffee itself, you can see, and this isn't an advertisement or anything, but this is like really good. The roast date is on here, so that was from like a week ago. So we roast coffee about once every week or 2, and it takes about 20 minutes, and this is what it looks like. So green beans are like popcorn kernels. In fact, they smell the same. And when you roast them, they expand. So my guess is 3.5 green beans probably makes about 5 cups of roasted beans. And as you saw this morning, we use about 1/2 cup a day. So that makes about 10 days worth. And I'll show you guys what these look like. They're just like green. And this is what we use to roast it. It's just a popcorn popper you can get on Amazon. I'll try and put a link to that. The one thing I would look out for if you do this is to get these little gears that turn, get them metal. There's ones that sell them that are plastic, and they wear out after like maybe a couple months or so. This is the hard part. It helps to have some help here. Filia volunteers, which is like super nice. Okay, that's better. There's no like easy formula to get the beans how you like them. It's by trial and error, and there's a few indicators that you can use. One is time and heat, but really you're going by sound and by the color of the bean. So I'll show you what I mean here in a little bit, but it takes about maybe like 10 minutes, and here's the downside of doing this. It fills the whole house full of smoke, but our house is always full of smoke anyways, so it's not a huge sacrifice for us. And
it's good smoke. It smells like coffee.
I think it smells like burnt popcorn. Okay, so that's what these beans look like now. They're light brown. And I don't know if you guys can hear this. Can you hear this? Here, can you stop doing it for a second? Hear that? It's like popcorn. Okay, so that means we got like 30 seconds left. This is where it's real easy to mess them up. The reason why I'm like hectic and busy right now was I was just on the phone with like Storyville, and I was asking them if we can get a coupon code for our viewers to give them a discount, because I think it's kind of expensive, but it's so good. So you might want to check it out, but they're gonna try and get back to me and see if I can give a coupon code to you guys. I don't know if that's gonna happen though. Oh my gosh, this is so cold out here. Now I'm trying to like cool off the beans, which should be really quick out here, except for I hope the steam doesn't like freeze or jack them up or something. All right, I gotta get inside. So there you have it. They're still smoking, which is kind of gross. It does not smell good right now. But it's just too cold outside. I don't want to ruin the beans that way. The funny thing about coffee beans is they don't smell like coffee today. Like they just smell like burnt popcorn. But tomorrow morning when you open it up, it'll smell so good. So I'm pretty happy with this roast. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's, you know, there's some light browns in there. And it's not like, you're trying to avoid the crazy black dark. And some of these are a little bit dark, so maybe I wish I would have cooked it maybe 30 seconds less or something like that. But I'm gonna let these cool off. And then we put them in here, and then we're good for about 10 days. And it's kind of a fun little process. Like, I don't know, I think it makes us enjoy our coffee more. It makes us feel a little bit more connected to the end product, and we have the time to do it. So, and it saves us some money. So, I enjoy it. Maybe you want to try that out. Let me know if you have any questions below about the coffee roasting process. Otherwise, I'll see if I can get a coupon code for you guys. Enjoy. All right, it has been a long, cold day, and we are filming live now from our podcast recording studio.
Welcome.
Which we haven't talked about on the vlog. It's been kind of weird because I don't really like to cross promote things too much. But we started the podcast, in the fall. And we're recording our 20th episode tonight.
Wow.
Do you know that?
I did not know that. I knew we were getting up there.
So look, we have these fancy microphones.
Yep.
And usually we come down here in the basement after the kids go to bed and try and smoke cigars. It's a big change of pace from our vlogs in that it's all talking, obviously.
And it's all, there's no editing, really, right?
Correct, no editing at all.
Raw.
It's just like conversation of Cami and I talking about things. And I'm just gonna give you guys a taste of what some of our first 20 episodes have been about. Scheduling out of chaos, burnout, homeschool kids and Mr. Rogers, parenting, nudist resort, done with haters, makeup sex, and a fight, 4 things that prevent education. We did the free solo documentary. I think you're supposed to be in bed.
Yeah, honey, it's...
I guess saying goodbye. We did a 2-part series on sex education and how the Dutch do it, gay Christians and Jennifer Knapp, and Game of Thrones and sexual fantasies. So I think there's some good stuff out there. The thing that I'm the most excited about with the podcast is that the vlog, it's a product. It's a highly edited, put to music, little snapshots. And even the longer talks that we do are like, just like highlight reels. Mm-hmm. And this, I think it's very similar to how we would naturally talk, the podcast is.
Yeah, I think you're getting more who we really are from the podcast.
Because it's just like a conversation. Mm-hmm. So the feedback that I've got from people is that it's cool to see us relate as a couple, how we would naturally relate, because there's just not the pressure that the vlog has to like keep it under 13 minutes and that kind of stuff. And then also it gives us the chance to go, I think, a lot more in depth into topics. So if you want to check that out, it's available like everywhere podcasts are, like on iTunes and all that kind of stuff, and you can just go to Fight for Together. Or we have a whole YouTube channel, a separate YouTube channel dedicated to it. So check that out, see if it's your cup of tea. Hopefully you learned from us today how to improve your coffee game, for those of you that were wondering.
Or we helped you feel less satisfied with your subpar coffee game.
Or hopefully you just feel judged by us for the coffee you drank.
Coffee snobs.
But time for us to record our podcast now. Tonight. So let's give them a little teaser. First of all, it's from the book with a vagina on the cover, which is always a good place to start.
It's a analogy or a artistic representation of a vagina.
Well, yeah, I know it's not a real vagina. Cammy's gonna give me a test from this book, and we're gonna see if we're sexually compatible. So that'll be in the podcast. That's like super luring you in to our cross-platform salesmanship. All right, see you guys tomorrow.